Most powerful bullpup in South Africa, the groen mamba. I shoot the targets, let the cock spot. Welcome back to AirGun USA, you lovely people out there. Today we got another airgun to review. I'm going to show you what it is. You guys can probably see with a box coming from AGN, AirGun Technologies. If you have a look at that, I like this on their boxes to show you what you've got in the box. So it's a 5.5 caliber, it's a green laminate, and it's a Uragan 2 print, meaning it's got 2 bottles. So let's unbox it and see what you get inside these boxes here. So it is a cardboard box that it comes in, not a hard carry case. Obviously then the price will go up if it comes in a carry case. So upon opening it up, you'll see it's nice, packaged with some foam inserts, and boy oh boy oh boy, in the sun, this gun shining like a gem. So upon looking at all the things, let's go through all its goodies that it has inside. So it comes with its normal box like all their air guns. Comes with a full station, very nice of that. It comes with 2 magazines. It's got the full nipple O-rings, which is quite nice. Got your key ring, and then obviously your pen with your vernier on it to measure your groupings or whatever you want to measure. New to these Uragans, this is the Uragan 2. Alright, what I've seen, this is something nice and neat. Guys, look at that. This is a working mat. So you can put your air gun on top of it, or put your laptop or your desktop or whatever. Use this. I mean, it's got a full diagram of the air gun and then saying what it is, cocking rod, regulator assembly. That's pretty decent. I like that. Guys, well done. I like this. This is really neat. So you can have a mat and it's very nice. It's like neoprene, so it's very soft. But boy oh boy oh boy, let's go to the star of the show. Look at this thing. This thing has got 2 bottles. This thing looks flippin' fantastic, and it's short. Look at that, guys. It's just quick up, pick, shoot, and it's left-handed cocking. I really think this is pretty decent, guys. Yeah, so new to what I've seen on the Uragan 2s, you know, just from looking, it's going to be the trigger shape. It's going to have a 20 MOA rail on the top here, which is also quite lack. It looks cool. It's got the cutaways on the inside, yeah, looks decent. And then the safety always used to sit underneath here, but now it sits on the side, and it's very smooth. I wish you guys could feel that. I'd really like to play with this all day long. That's what she said. Anyway, so you can change your cocking lever from the left to the right. As standard, it comes on the left hand side. For a right-handed shooter, it's going to be pretty cool. You know what? Because it's on the left. This thing is very light. I'll read you the specs now out of the manual. And you don't have to break your hand off your grip, you know, to load and then shoot, load and then shoot. This thing is going to be quite nice because it's on the left. All you do is jiggy, 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 and shoot, 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 you know. So that to me is pretty good. So if you're a left-handed shooter, you can just change it over to the side and do the same. So yeah, that's what I've seen on these air guns, and I really like them. So this thing, I'm going to see how many shots we can get off these 2 little bottles per full. Another thing I wanted to mention that I've noticed as well with Uragans, so on these silencers in the front, adapters and so on, it is not a 1/2 inch UNF. So please don't buy a 1/2 inch UNF. This is an M14. So we've noticed that the normal Uragan and the Vulcans and so on silencers are M14. Here we go, we got them. I'll put that on and give you a comparison between silencer and non-silenced with the sound on the decibel meter, and it just adds a little bit of extra length. But this little shroud that they've got on top here, it's baffled on the inside, so it is like a silencer, you know, moderator almost, because the barrel actually ends right there, not inside. So this is a very short barrel in the inside. Yeah, that's why it's the Prince. It's very short and compact. So let me read you the specs quickly. So it will be on page 6. You see, this is a flippin' fantastic little manual. It's in English because us guys here in South Africa are English. So it gives you all these nice specs. shows you safety warnings, beware this is not a toy, and yada yada yada. Okay, so yeah, on page 6 they give you the Uragan Prince 2. Alright, 5.5 caliber. The barrel length is 360. The air tank volume is 420 cm3. The overall length is 654 millimeters. The weight without a scope, guys, is going to be 3.4 kgs, and then obviously it's got a 20 MO rail. So they don't say anything about like shot count, so basically what we'll do is we're going to have to shoot the whole day to see how many shots we can get out of those bottles, which I think will be quite lots, quite a shot count on these things, because normally Uragans you fill it up to 300 bar max and then you shoot it all the way down to about 150, around about there, or 200 depending on you, and yeah, check how many shots we can get out of it. I'm sure we get lots, because I know Uragans, they normally have a lot of shot count per fill. So this is a very premium air gun, so let's put it on its paces. We will shoot at 50 meters. I don't know what pellets I'm going to use. I'm going to first try them out, check which one works the best for me, and then just go do a 5-shot grouping and see what speeds we can get out of it. And this thing is going to be a track driver. I hope it shoots as good as it looks. This thing looks very, 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 very nice. I like. Yes, I do. Alright guys, I'm here at 50 meters. I shot quite a couple of pellets and so on downrange. Found the 18.13s to be working spot on for me. It works quite well at 842 feet per second out of this small little compact air gun. I think that's pretty decent. As you can see, the wind has picked up today. We're going to try it in real world conditions, so we've got the target down there at 50 meters, and we're going to do 5-shot grouping. So yeah, I got about 7 magazines of 12 shots out of this thing, so call it roughly about 90 shots per fill that I'm getting out of this air gun, from 200 all the way down to 120 bar, which is, I think it's pretty decent. So yeah, let us throw these 18 grains downrange and let's see what accuracy we can get out of it.
842, 837, 842, 842, 842.
So if you guys see that grouping, that is a really nice grouping, especially in this weather. I will show you now. I think for a short gun that is pretty good. As you can see, I've put on a silencer on the front here. It's the Uragan silencer. It makes it very, very quiet right here at the shooter's table. Down there, all you hear is the pellet slapping that steel gong there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly set up the camera at 80 meters, and I'm also going to do a 5-shot grouping, so you can see, you know, a shorter barrel doesn't equal that you won't get accuracy at longer ranges. You will still get good accuracy. It depends on the weather conditions. That's all the guys must understand. No variables to stuff you around like the wind. You know, wind is #1 culprit, and obviously the shooter, the way he's shooting off whichever stand. But anyway, let's stop talking. I'm going to quickly set up the camera downrange and let's see how it goes. So I'm back here after a very long walk, and I'm just going to do a 5-shot grouping at 80 meters. Holdovers on 2, and let's see how that goes.
842, 810, 837, 840, 807.
Wow, if you guys gonna see that grouping downrange, I had one flyer, but you must see that grouping. Let's go and have a look. Okay, before I go, I've got an empty spray can that's got some pressure in it still there. at 80 meters. I'm going to shoot it with the 18 grains and see what kind of damage it does at that distance, so that you guys can see that it is more than capable of shooting long distances with power and so on at the speeds and energy. So let's have a look what it can do.
800.
Wow, that was an explosion of note. It even sprayed the backboard there. That was a decent shot. I love that. That was good. So anyway, now is the real time to go down there and inspect our groupings and so on. Alrighty guys, I'm here at the 50 meter gong here, and there was my 5-shot grouping. I will show you guys the sizes of it. Let's say we got the one without the flyer. If I measure it there from center to center, I would get about a 15 millimeter shot grouping. And look at that. So with a flyer, from the furthest one to that one, it's going to be about a 19. So in all honesty, with the winding conditions that we have here today, I think that was a pretty decent grouping. Look at that. That is like size of my thumbnail right there. And yeah, with 18 grains at 840 feet per second plus minus, you know, the rig has to be shot in because once you start shooting so fast, it doesn't fill up as quick, but it still stays constant, you understand? So you guys just got to check that. So with any new regulated gun, please just shoot it in, so it needs to just work itself in, and yeah, you'll get your accuracy. And especially if you don't have windy conditions like today, you'll be fine. You'll get them on top of each other. Believe you me, that these guns are so accurate. I mean, especially with a shorter barrel. Plenty guys come and ask me, listen, your longer barrels are more accurate. No, they're not. I mean, look at this short barrel. Look how accurate it is. Let me go show you that grouping that I've done at 80 meters. It's flipping fantastic. It's even better than this one. We've got one flyer, obviously because of the wind. So I'll just show you quickly now how the wind looks. Have a look at that. This is the wind that we have today, guys. If you can hear how the wind is blowing, it's phenomenal. It's very, very bad. But we're real world conditions, that's what we call it. So let's look here at 80 meters, how it looks. So this is my 80 meter shot. That, guys, wow. Let me zoom it in there and you can check it out. Look at that. Check it there. Look at that. Hey, can you believe it? One flyer, 4 in there and then 1 there. No ways. No ways. That is like a no-brainer, they would say. You know? I mean, come on. Guys, have a look at that. That to me, I would say that's a thumbs up. Hey, look at that. That's flipping fantastic. There's even a pellet stuck in there. I'll take a photo and show it to you. But anyway, guys, as you can see, my theory, short barrels are also accurate. It depends on what projectiles or whatever you're shooting out of it. It needs to match the barrel length and your twist rate. So you will get, you can even shoot further than this and have more accuracy. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I'm so stoked. I don't even have words, guys. Look at that. But yeah, let's go on about it. So I just want to mention, the trigger feels buttery smooth. Oh my goodness, I really like that. The shape of it as well, I didn't like the look of it, but my goodness, does it fit nicely into your finger. So I'm starting to like these triggers. I mean, that there, it really does the job for me now. I really don't think I can look back to any other trigger. This thing feels quite good. The cocking lever also, it's so simple and it's so simplistically, like, you know, on the left hand side, just pull it back and just load it forward so that the pellet's in the breech and you just fire. It's just that easy. I mean, if you want to be accurate, you just need to buy this air gun. No playing around, no adjusting, nothing. Just find which pellet works for you. And like this one, the 18 grains 0.13 has worked for me today. Yeah. I put on a nice Xenon scope here, a titanium scope. As you could see, the clarity is pretty good. Always when you take videos through that prism and so on, you don't get the true clarity, but when you pick it up in the shop and you have a look through it and you see the crystal clearness of that reticle and of the picture, obviously how you set your parallax, it's really nice. But yeah, I thought, you know, with these two bottles it's going to be very awkward, but to me I think it looks very nice actually. Even to put in your hand, it almost feels like those hamsters those guys would have on the target shooting. I mean, it just fits nicely. Your hand and everything just sits and it suits it lacquer. So I would use this as a truck gun. I would use this actually for an all-rounder. As you can see, you can shoot further distances. I mean, even in windy conditions like today, it did perfectly. Yeah, I'm starting to like the shorter guns, and it's got more than enough power to shoot your pigeons and so on. That's pretty what I'm after, you know. It all depends on what you guys want to do with it, but for me, shooting pigeons and things like that and targets and playing around, this is a very, very nice air gun. I think I give it a big thumbs up. I just want to give it 2. Look at that. Let me put the gun here. I give it 2 thumbs up. So yeah, guys, come down to pelletguns.com and come check out the numerous styles and so on that we've got. We've got them in green, we've got them in the carbon fiber layout in the back. Yo, it looks very nice, really it does. So yeah, or have a look at our website, pelletguns.com. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. If you like this one, please like, share and subscribe to all your friends and your family out there. And guys, stay safe. We'll check you in the next episode. Cheers, bye.